Hey guys, what is up? Schway here, aka JR, back with another video. And guys, I am so excited to rip for myself, but to show you guys as well. We have the brand new AEW Game Used SP, guys. This has been pushed back a few times. Super excited to finally get to rip it, guys. We're gonna be hunting for the big fork card that everyone's been talking about, which is to remind y'all, a 1-of-1 card with the fork from a match with Moxley and Hangman, where Hangman used the fork on Moxley. Of course, what would a match be with Moxley if he wasn't profusely bleeding? So we're gonna be looking at this, guys. One auto per box. It's giving me Spectrum vibes based off of the one auto per box and the small boxes. So I got two. I'm gonna rip the first one on this video, and then I'm gonna do another video where we rip the second box. But guys, if you're watching this, make sure to hop on to Whatnot. Check out Schway Nostalgia, my page on Whatnot. The first day of release, I'm gonna be ripping 2 cases of this, possibly 3. We'll see how it goes. And then we have case breaks set up all the way until the weekend. So if you're trying to hop in a break, make sure to do that. Join our Discord if you haven't already. Over 130 people, guys. Appreciate everyone who joined. Make sure to subscribe to this page, guys. We're almost at 960, getting to closer to our goal of 1,000 by the end of the year. And make sure to join our Facebook group for wrestling cards, guys. But that was the longest intro I've probably ever done. Without further ado, let's get into it, guys. Let's go. All right, guys, so after some delays, we finally get the AEW Game Used SP, guys. The boxes remind me a lot of Spectrum, the same size. 1 pack per box, 7 cards per pack. Collect 1 autograph per box. So one of the main reasons I think a lot of people are excited, obviously, is the fork card. So if you don't remember, I did a little clip on it if you want to look in our shorts on the YouTube. It's also on my Twitter and all that type of stuff, excuse me. And basically there's a fork relic that Hangman used on Moxley not too long ago. So pretty excited to see if we can hit that card. That's obviously the main chase, but the fact that there's an auto per box, you know, has been one of the main criticisms of AEW. Is, well, not AEW, it's more so Upper Deck with the AEW license, is that a lot of the product doesn't have guaranteed autos. This is going to be only the 3rd set. They've had the license since 2021. Only the 3rd set that's had guaranteed autos. First Spectrum, then Black Diamond, and now Game Used SP. And another thing about Game Used SP is I feel like they've learned from some of the mistakes in the past, which is a lot of AEW product. It's not that people aren't necessarily interested, but the price points seem to be very high when the product comes out pretty consistently. Like Black Diamond and Spectrum are both like $300 a box when it came out. So they kind of price people out of their interest, because a lot of people who's interested, but the price point's just too high. The one nice thing about SP, it's 120 give or take a box depending on where you're getting it from. So most places I see 120, I've seen some a bit higher, but even still under 150 bucks on an AEW box at release with the guaranteed auto is, to me, a huge W. So again, 7 cards, 3 hits, 1 autograph. There's a lot of cool quad autos in here as well. Dual autos, triple autos. Again, the hope is to hit the fork card. I'm hoping for a big auto. These did not come out of the case I had myself. These were just 2 loose boxes. When I order, I try to grab an extra box or 2 depending on cost for the channel. So a very thin pack. Maybe that means redemption, I don't know. Very thin comparatively to some of the Black Diamond and Spectrum that I've had in the past. So I forgot to do that, but we are going to have a little card here to block off and see what we get. Again, hoping for some big names. My guy Winna, who's watching, is probably hoping for Angelico. So anytime, you know, if I hit a nice Angelico, don't even ask me, guys. You already know where it's going. Well, the glue is gluing. Not off to the best start, guys. Never had that happen before. Alright. The glue is gluing. Let's see if this is the side. It is. Right, I'm going to try to block this as best I can. Excuse me, guys. Never had that happen on the channel before. That's embarrassing. Okay. That is embarrassing. Sorry, chat. Let's see. Oh, we're upside down. Again, embarrassing. Alright, guys. Our first card is Adam Copeland. Adam Copeland. These are actually pretty thin. Thinner than I was expecting. So, Adam Copeland at Dynamite on January 22nd, 2025. The Cope. Interesting. The Cope. Didn't realize he was the Cope. Got his hands on Pac one-on-one in another chapter of his feud with the Death Riders. Cope earned a win before another assault from... They just say Death Riders. It should be the Death Riders, and instead of the Cope, just Cope. So, not numbered. Not numbered. That's interesting. And again, guys, we're doing this video, and then I'm shooting another one right after this where I open a second box. So, we will see what's up with that. We have Cope. Ooh. That. These, again, a lot thinner than I was expecting based off the other premium products that have usually thicker cards. We have Thunder Rosa in her Wolverine gear. Looking cool. Again, not numbered on the Thunder Rosa. So, looking pretty solid so far. Again, very hype at the fact that the price point on this product is so much cheaper compared to previous AEW releases, which would be very pricey, and by the time they lowered the price, a lot of people will have lost interest. So I'm hoping this one, there'll be a lot of interest right away. Again, thinner than I expected. Dr. Britt Baker DMD, again, not numbered on the Dr. Britt Baker DMD. Where is Dr. Britt? The only time I get to see her now is when she's promoting gambling sites on her social media. So hopefully we can see her actually wrestling at some point. I'm not really sure what's going on with that, but hopefully everything on her end is okay. All right. And we have banner year, our first banner year of Matthew Jackson. Well, it's nice to know that they got the right Jackson on there. And they also use Matthew instead of Matt. So, congratulations. You have received a traded card with a piece of decorative banner certified to the Upper Deck companies as have been used at AEW Revolution. We hope you enjoy this piece of wrestling history as we continue to keep you as close to as you can get. Enjoy a memorabilia card. So, a lot of you might remember the last time we saw the banner year cards was actually in Spectrum. So, I wonder if I can fit this in a 75 or if that's going to be too tight. It does fit into a 75, if anyone's wondering. The other ones were 35s. So, the last time we saw a banner year, which actually there's some slight color on there. You can see some slight yellow tint on the card. So, last time we saw banner year cards was actually in Spectrum. Jericho had a whole banner year set. With this, it looks like they actually have multiple people on the banner years. Let's see. Ooh, this looks cool. No disqualification. And we have Shibata to 10, which it looks like a piece of wood. Kendo stick relic. That's pretty cool. And you can actually see like the grain on the kendo stick. 2 of 10. Congratulations, you have received a trading card with matched used memorabilia that has been certified the Upper Deck Okay, been used at Double or Nothing 2024. Very cool. I think this might be a little too big, sadly, so gonna have to improvise, guys. Gonna have to improvise. All right. A very cool card. Obviously, we wish it was a slightly bigger wrestler, but you know, it still looks sick. Again, so far the set looks pretty cool. All right. There you go. We have, oh, that's a first. We knocked it over, guys. That is a first, so apologies, but we're too deep to stop. Oh, we got our auto. We'll go under the auto. We have Adam Copeland. Is this numbered? It does not. I don't see a number on here. Huh. It is red. We know that much. Cope. It's the same card as before. Just marked as red. Well, I can tell it's red, but it says red up here. And it's the same thing, but not numbered. Interesting. That would have been nice if it was numbered. Okay, we're gonna... Seems a little bit... Is that thicker? A little thicker? I can't tell. Yeah, a little thicker than the other one. So we're gonna grab a 75. I might switch to a 55 when I get offline, but for now we'll use the 75. So that's, we'll put him here, and we'll put Thunder Rosa here. Alright guys, so our last card is our auto. So it's like Spectrum. The auto is not the final card in the deck. They probably do that to protect. And then on our auto, I already saw it, so I know it's no one too big, but hey, Brian Keith, 5 of 5. Well, if you're gonna be mid as hard as possible. Not that he's mid, but his booking's a little mid. So Brian Keith, 5 of 5 on the authentic rookies, which is interesting because he's definitely had other AEW cards in the past. So 5 of 5 on the auto. So again, overall, like a pretty fun rip. The cards look very nice. We'll do a little recap real quick. The cards look very nice. To me, one of the main selling points of this product is the fact that, like, you know, for AEW, it's one of 3 products that has an auto, and the price point's pretty good. Again, around $120, depending on where you get it. So we got Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. We have Thunder Rosa. We have Cope. Those were our 3 base cards. We got the Cope Red, which again, wish it was numbered. Kind of weird as a back card if it's not going to be numbered. But I guess we're going for the Cope Rainbow. We have Matthew Jackson on the Banner Year Relic. We have Shibata /10 on the No Disqualification. Pretty cool card. And we have Brian Keith 2/5, 5 of 5 on the bookend. So again, a fun rip. Obviously, you know, not the big names we had hoped for, but you know, every box can't be a super banger, guys. Some of them have to be just okay, and I think we got an okay box. Hopefully, I can at least break even on the box. You never know. That's the goal, though, when I rip on the channel, is to at least break even. Let me know what you think of the product, guys. I'm going to be ripping another one right after this so we can have a second video up. Overall, looks like a great set. Again, the value to me is the main selling point. The guaranteed auto and the value and the opportunity for big hits are the main selling point. So keep it up, Upper Deck. I like this. I like this for you. I hope you keep going this way. If you haven't already, guys, make sure to follow Schway Nostalgia and Nostalgia Breaks on Whatnot. Like I said, at the time of you viewing this, we're probably either online selling spots in a break for a case of this, or we have spots for another break coming up. So we're going to be running breaks from release day all the way into next week. So make sure to grab your spots in the break. Follow both accounts for future wrestling, AEW, and non-sports breaks. Make sure to follow us on Facebook, the Schway Wrestling Facebook group. We even have the Schway Nostalgia page on Facebook, so check out both of those. Make sure to check out our Discord if you'd like the link to that, and the link on the description here is inactive. It seems like I have to refresh it every couple days. Feel free to DM me and I can send it to you on Instagram. We're Schway Nostalgia on all platforms. And yeah, please like, share, and subscribe this video. Well, subscribe to me, like and share the video. We are at around, at the time of shooting this, 952. So we're 48 subscribers away from 1K, which is our goal for the end of the year. Now I'm hoping that we can get there before the end of November, you know, but still the end of the year is the goal, but we're hoping at the end of November. I'm gonna try to figure out how I can do a nice giveaway once we get to 1K, and I have some fun videos I've been working on for once we get to 1K. You know, a big card I bought, I already shot the video. I was just gonna post it as a 1K video, and I have a very nice sealed box I've been waiting on ripping. If you've been following the channel, you probably already know what that is. If not, you know, you're in for a nice surprise. So thank you again for watching. Good luck on the rips, good luck on the life, because guys, we could all use a little luck on our side. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.